Hello and welcome back to your Overcoming Objections course. We are in the fourth lecture, and today we're going to learn an important technique. Until now, we learned the importance of accepting the customer's objection, and when we are not ready to make the sale, we are not ready to close with the customer, to develop the conversation in order to get more information and to improve the level, to increase the level of our chemistry and personal rapport with the customer. But what happens when we want to sell? When we feel that we have all the information, we're close enough, just want to take the money and continue. We want to close the deal. One of the most important techniques is the if-then technique. Now, in order to learn it, I need your imagination. Imagine that you're in a small boat and you want to sail down a narrow river down to a point where there's a gold treasure that you want to take. There are two types of obstacles in this narrow river. One of them, there are some rocks, big rocks, very sharp rocks along your way, along your path. You don't want to crash on them. All you want to do is to bypass them and to go down toward treasure of gold. But down there, there's a big wooden log that is blocking your way. You cannot bypass it. You have to treat it. You have to find a way to overcome it in order to get to your treasure of gold. This example actually demonstrates something about two types of customers' objections. There are real objections, this wooden log that is blocking the way, and there are false or unreal objections, these rocks that might interfere in your path, in your journey, but if you find a way to avoid touching them, you can continue along your way until the real objection, until the real problem that is blocking your way. What is the challenge? The challenge is to know whether the customer's objection is a real objection or it's a false objection. Because if you're going to crash on the false objections, you're going to lose energy, your customer will lose energy, and when you reach the point where you need your skills and energy because it's a real objection that is blocking your way, both of you might not have enough power, enough energy to continue. So it is very important to know that in the moment when you're ready to make your sale and the customer presenting an objection, first of all, you have to make sure that it is a real objection. How would you know? Very simple. First of all, we have to accept any objection that is coming from the customer side. When we are re-evaluating the situation, we can present them an if-then question. Let's demonstrate it by some examples. Customer is saying, which is very expensive. I'm accepting the objection by saying, well, I agree with you that it's not the cheapest opportunity in the market. And then I have to check if it's a real objection or a false one, if it's a rock or the wooden block. So I'm asking them an if-then question. Third, if you'll be convinced that our offer, our solution has exactly what you need, and it has all the benefits that you need in order to solve your issue, would you buy it? And I keep silent. If they say yes, means it's a real objection. This is the wooden log that blocked my way, and I have to show them, I have to help them to justify the investment or the expense. If they say, no, it's only that, I have also to consult with my wife, I understand that it's not a real objection, and it's a waste of time now to justify right now the expense or the investment. I have to treat the consult with my wife objection. Let's demonstrate it with another objection. The customer is saying, yes, but I don't have the money. I'm telling them, well, I understand that you're a little bit out of the budget. And if you make sure that this is the right expense for you, and actually you have to change a little bit your prioritization, would you do it? And I keep silent. If the customer is saying yes, it's a real objection. Let's help them to justify the expense or to find different resources. Customer is saying, but I don't have the money. I'm telling them, well, I understand it's not so easy lately. If we find a way to finance it or to divide the payments into 3 or 4 times, would it make it easier for you, sir? And I shut up. If it's a real objection, the customer will help me to find a way to finance this expense or this investment. If it's not a real objection, it's not the money or the budget issue, it will present another one. Yes, but you know, I still think that it's very expensive. Okay, so it's not the budget, it's the value. Another example. Customer is saying, well, you know, I need to consult with my wife. Telling them, it's nice to see that your wife or your business partner, you know, their opinion is important for you. Let me ask you a question. I understand that you really want to do it, and if your wife will accept it, you're gonna make the business with me? And I shut up. If the customer is saying yes, I'm telling them, okay, so let's find some ways to convince your wife. Or let's see how we can recruit your wife to the effort. If they say, no, it's not only that, you know, we have to check also with the competition. I understand that it's not really an objection. We have another objection to deal with. Let's try. Customer is saying, you know what? I think that I want to check with the competition. I'm saying, well, first of all, I understand that it's an important decision for you. I accept the objection. Let me ask you a question. If you'll be sure that our offer, our solution is exactly what you need and it's actually better than the competition, better than any alternative, would you buy from us? I shut up. Customer is saying, yes, okay, let me now show you our benefits, our advantages, and why we're the best offer in the market. Customer is saying, well, it's not only that, it's also, I don't know what. I understand that I have to find the real objection. So what do we have in hands? First of all, accept the objection. Before the point that I want to sell, I always develop the conversation with the customer as you learned in the previous lecture. If I'm at the point that I feel that I'm ready to close, I might check if the objection is real or false using the if-then technique. Thank you very much. Go please to your table that you downloaded before in the previous lecture and fill it with if-then questions to your specific customers in your specific industry. See you in the next lecture.